Hello. I'm El Ranger, and today I'm going to show you how I made my audio manager. So it's based on the audio manager on Kids Can Code, but I made a few modifications, and now it had more functions than before. And I'll quickly demonstrate what my audio manager can do. So first, this is the basic SFX event, and you can have a randomized. And then you can also have randomized volume. And then you can also choose to kill previous audio effects. And then this is a quick demo of a free hit attack. You can also set up repeating sound effects, and you can stop it. You can have multiple inputs of the repeating sound, and you can also stop all of them. And then there's also the BGM. You can start a BGM, pause a BGM, or resume. Yes, so that's basically the function that I made for my audio manager. And there is a few setup for this. So first, you have to know about the audio buses. The audio buses is basically like the in-out of your audio signals, your audio inputs. And for my audio manager, I have BGM, SFX, and FX. And if you want to use my manager directly, you will have to follow this layout. But you can also develop your own, and you can modify the audio manager accordingly. Before going to the manager, we'll see how data is passed to the manager. And data is passed by this resource called audio SFX and FX request. So this is a resource that I've written to handle the audio inputs. So first you have the audio path, which is basically the path to the resource. And you have remove at end, which actually indicates should this audio be removed once it is ending, or should it be looped again and again. So this is mod pitch, which means that this will modify the pitch of the audio player and modify volume of the audio player. This is like a scaling effect. You can scale the pitch up and down, and you can set the volume up and down. And also, you can have a randomized option. If you take its rand, then you can have a randomized pitch and a randomized volume. It's basically calculated like this. So you have a base pitch, and then you add the randomized value. For pitch, it should be around 1. It should be around like 1.1 or 0.9. If you set the pitch to deviate too much from the original value, then there will be quality loss. And for the volume, it starts with 0 decibels, and you can basically adjust the decibels by either changing the mod volume or changing the rand volume. The rand volume is also calculated like this. You can change the calculations if you want, but this is basically how I set up my audio SFX FX request resource. And then this is also a parameter which allows you to remove previous audios. If you want to remove like previous audios straight audio path, then you basically put it here, and then the manager will help you to remove the audios with the same name as the given name and remove previous audio. So that's how I set up the audio SFX FX request. And then now we'll have a look at the audio master. For the audio master, I decided to set it as an autoload because then it will be available in every scene that I make, and it can also persist across scenes. And basically, this is the basic structure is the same as the one you can find on Kids on Go, but I have added a few additional features, so you can see that it's around 130 lines, but it's the logic is simple. So let's go through the code quickly. So these are the variables that the audio master load will store. We define the number of SFX players we want, the number of FX players we want, and also we specify the bus name here. These buses should match the one you have here. And then for the BGM, I have independent audio stream player. Like only one of them exists, and then I'll also store a string name just in case. And then for the SFX, I have a player list, a queue list, and also a dictionary. Uh, this stores the available players, and then this stores the requests in the queue, and also finally this dictionary relates the queue to the player. So basically you can find the queue information in the dictionary through, like, you can ask for a player and then you can get the relevant request information. It kind of attaches the request information to the player so you can access it more easily, or you can like query it more easily. So first there's a ready function, which basically sets up the stream players, adds the stream player to lists, and these three functions are basically the buttons that you can see. Yeah, I'll just open the project again to show you. So it's basically start BGM, pause BGM, and also resume BGM. Play BGM by giving it a sound path, and you can also like call stop and resume easily through these two function calls. Yes, and then these are not meant to be called by external code. These are private functions. Yes, so basically what they do here is they check if so basically it checks if the request is a remove at end. If it's set to true, then it will remove the SFX. Otherwise, it will start again. So this creates the looping effect we want. Just let me set up the region directive here. And then you can see basically it's these two buttons. Yeah, so these two function. Wait, no. Sorry for that. But these two functions are not to be called externally. But basically, if you set a request with this turned to true, then you will have the effect of these two. Yeah, so these two, you do not call them externally. It's called internally, and you do not call them like a function call. And then there's play SFX, which adds the request to the queue, and search and remove SFX, which searches for the current playing SFX and then remove it from the audio player, and then you basically return the audio player to the queue. So basically returning is also easy. You just stop the audio player and then you append it back to the available players. And finally, the process, it's the same as kids and poke, except that you now have to read the request information. You'll read it one by one, and then you read the volume, read the pitch, and also you see if there's any previous audio to be removed. And finally, you play the audio and make the reference available through the dictionary. Like, adding to the dictionary allows you to relate the audio player with the request itself. Yes, if the adding is not successful, then you add it back to the list. And this is also an internal function, like private function, which basically handles the in-out of the audio path. And if it's null, then it will just log an error. and then return null, and then here it'll handle it for you. Yeah, so that's how I made my audio master. And basically, what resource you want to pass is audio SFX request. You design your own parameters, like you can set your pitch, volume, and do you want to randomize some effects, and you basically copy the file path here, and then it's set up properly. I would like to show you how I made my free hit attack. So it's basically an array of audio SFX and FX requests, and they are all set a bit differently. So the first hit is a bit deeper, the second hit is a bit lighter on the pitch, and also the second hit is a bit louder than the first one, and the third one, I actually used another audio file. Like this one is A2 instead of A1, and then we can have this free hit effect. Yes, one last warning is that do not use pitch that deviates from the original value too much, because it would cause the audio to lose its quality. So if you want to like minor adjustments on the pitch, like add a bit of variation, add a bit of randomness, then you can use this function. However, if you like want to prolong the audio for very long, or you want to change the pitch a lot away from one, then you should probably use some audio editing audio editing software and change the audio yourself instead of using this pitch, because this mod pitch change is lossy. It's impossible to be lossless in audio conversions, especially in Godot, which is not a specific audio related software. So you'll be better off if you edit the audio file somewhere else and then put it back into Godot if you want to modify the pitch by a lot. Yeah, so that's all for my video, and there's a GitHub link in the description, which basically contains the code for the audio master autoload and also the SFX request. And basically you set it up like this and you're ready to go. So let me know if there are any issues. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Thank you.